we're on the record with Monday morning civil docket. I'll take quick announcements. Attorney Randall Gomez.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 9 on the civil docket.
Okay, that's CL 21-1309-I, Leonelli Hinojosa versus Allstate. What is the announcement, Counselor?
And I just want to let you know, plaintiff's counsel's currently at another hearing in Bexar County. So I'm just making the quick announcement. We've already done discovery. We've had depositions taken. We've had our reinspection done. And we currently have mediation scheduled for October the 14th with Daniel Hernandez.
Okay. Okay, why don't y'all come back on November 1st? And then you can report how that mediation went at 9:30.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Attorney Lisa Vasquez Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm number 4 on your docket.
Okay, CL 16-4789-I, Idalia Flores versus Juan Mendoza. What's the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. Lisa Vasquez Garza on behalf of the defendant. Judge, this case has settled and it's just a matter of getting settlement documents and funding it and then getting the dismissal to the court. So if we can have a reset on this matter, I hope within the next 30 days, we can get the order of dismissal for the court to sign.
Is this the case that we started on at the very beginning that y'all never thought would settle?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell you, have faith.
Yes, ma'am. The court's persistence to keep us on the docket and continuing to ask us what we can do to get this matter settled or mediated or remediated got the parties to talking. And I'm not sure if Mr. Esquivel was going to be on this morning. He did remind me on Friday that he was waiting for the settlement documents, which are now sitting on my desk. So we will get that to him today, Judge, and hopefully get it off your docket within the next 30 days.
Great. Okay, October 27th. If everything's been submitted by then we'll take it off the docket. October 27th at 9:30.
Very well, Your Honor. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Okay, Attorney Rick Eckerson.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning.
We are number 3 on your docket. It's the Sofia Hernandez. It's CL 16-2382.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm not sure if opposing counsel's on or not, but this case we've already taken some depositions. We have a very few depositions left. It's been mediated once. I think really what we need is a trial setting for the spring, I guess, and allow us to do 1 or 2 more depositions and perhaps remediate the case and try to get it off your docket as quickly as possible.
Okay, so if you remediate, are you all agreeing to a mediator or did you need a referral from the court?
I think the 2 of us could reach an agreement, Judge. If we can't within the next 10 days, we'll come back to you and I'll have you issue an order appointing a mediator.
Okay. So because now if you mediate it and remediate it and you settle, let us know. Other than that, I'll have you come back on February 9th. Since you're asking for a trial docket, I'm not prepared at this time to give you any dates, even for a DCC, because
Okay.
I have no pre-trial and trial dates to give. So February 9th at 9:30, and if it settles before then, just let us know.
Okay, sounds great, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Attorney David Gassel?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 10 on your docket, the Beckwith case. Mr. Flores is on the other side.
Good morning, Your Honor. Here for the petitioner, Melissa Beckwith.
Good morning, F 6075-19-9. Okay, and what is the announcement?
Judge, we're here. One is for a status. The other is a motion that we filed that was also set for today to purchase a vehicle for a petitioner. As far as the status of this case is concerned, Your Honor, there's still some discovery outstanding. I've been speaking to Mr. Caso. You know, he mentions that he's going to give me some documents, and I believe he will. There's a sworn inventory that's still pending. I need those documents, Judge, before we can mediate. That's all that I'm pending. I sent him correspondence identifying specifically what's lacking so that I can provide that to my experts so that we can get a final report and mediate this case. This case has been been difficult, Your Honor, obtaining documents. We've been asking for some time. Prior to Mr. Castro's involvement, we had to file motions to compel. During that time, vehicle that plaintiff was driving, it's no longer working. She is without a vehicle, so we filed a motion so that the respondent here, who has substantial funds available to him, he can help her purchase this vehicle till we can figure out and finalize this divorce.
Okay. Mr. Gasso, as far as the documents are concerned, how much time do you need to get those documents to him, or are you objecting to turning
No,
those documents over?
Not at all, Judge. There's no objection whatsoever. I believe that the documents that Mr. Flores has requested have already been produced. The second batch should have been produced recently. If that's not the case, and I see Mr. Flores shaking his head no. So if that's not the case, then I'm happy to double back and figure that out. But there's certainly intention to give Mr. Flores all of the documents that he's requested. Number one. Number two, on the sworn inventory matter, my intention is to complete that process with my client so that Mr. Flores can have the peace of mind of having something under oath that indicates everything that there is in this community estate. And my intention is to have that to Mr. Flores by the end of the month, plus or minus. And Mr. Flores and I have previously visited about mediating this case. We've agreed on a mediator. And I believe we've agreed in principle, assuming the documents are produced and received in the course of business as we're discussing here, that we're intending to mediate before the end of October. So that's kind of the timeline that we have in place on as far as the status of the case is concerned, Judge.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so then, once you receive those documents and then you'll prepare to go to discovery, would you be able to go to discovery within 30 days?
You
I mean, I'm
mean,
sorry, mediation.
Well,
Sorry, mediation.
assuming, Your Honor, that my expert has sufficient time to look at the documents and amend her report, I don't foresee a problem because I've given them the majority and we've begun to prepare that. But I spoke to Mr. Castro. If whatever reason I needed some more time to get that completed, he's mentioned that he's willing to work with us with that, which I'm fine with.
Okay, and what about this vehicle? Have y'all discussed the purchase of this vehicle?
We don't seem to be able to reach an agreement on that, Judge. Again, but responding here has substantial funds available to him. Of course, some of these funds, as soon as they get paid to him, become community funds. Her vehicle is just shot. And so we're asking him to help her to communicate with us so that he can help her purchase a vehicle at this time and issue those payments until we can finalize the divorce. And that is our request.
Okay, let me finish with the rest of the docket and I'll hear that motion since you are set. And if
Very
it's going to be contested, then I'll take up testimony from the parties and if need be. And I'll give you an opportunity to continue to confer. But if she's still receiving spousal maintenance,
She is, Your Honor.
what's the amount of that?
She's receiving, I believe, $6,000 per month, minus utilities and so forth and other payments. But that's what he's paying her. There is an injunction right now preventing the parties from spending beyond what was necessary for making purchases. Looking at some of his bank statements, I don't know that he's complying. But again, the issue here, I believe she just needs his help to get a down payment, and we're asking that he make those payments until we can settle this divorce.
Okay. The questions that I'm going to ask y'all when you come back, just so you're prepared more or less, is, look, if she's receiving spousal, then I'm going to want to know what her net is. So
Very
what
well.
is she spending spending the money on, and what's the net?
Very well.
If he's paying that amount, I already know how the formula works, obviously. So then I know how much money more or less he's making a month. So I'm going to want to know where the income's coming from. I'm going to want to know what is he responsible for paying as well. Because before I have him responsible for one more item, I need to see, is she really not able to afford it under the money that she's receiving at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll give you all an opportunity to also confer, log back on at 10:15.
Very well, Your Honor.
We'll see what the status is on the docket at that time.
Thank you.
Mr. Judge, may I just ask Mr. Flores to call me? You have my cell phone?
I don't know that I do, Mr. Castro.
279-4868.
I'll do so right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Pablo Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm standing in for Efrain Molina on number 5 of your civil docket, CL 170066I, El Pastor Grill versus, sorry, I had it here.
Bracewood Management, Attorney John Millen's on the other side. I do see him present.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. John Millen representing Bracewood Management Series LLC.
Okay, and what is the announcement, gentlemen?
Your Honor, we have a status conference set for today. I don't think we have nothing right now.
Did you all attend mediation?
We didn't, and last status conference we had, Your Honor, I mentioned this to the court that at this point, I just don't think it would be fruitful or meaningful given the status of the case and the posture of the parties. We filed a motion this morning. We filed a no evidence motion for summary judgment. And of course, I know the court can't take that up now, obviously, but we're hoping to get that set for hearing or submission at some point in the future, giving a plaintiff adequate notice, of course, and having the court rule on that.
Okay, Mr. Garza, any response?
That's our understanding as well, Your Honor. The parties have been reluctant to attend mediation. Why isn't very clear to me at this point, but there is a summary judgment on file and we can respond to that accordingly, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you that you're not gonna go back to mediation, okay? But I will hear your summary judgment and I'll have my staff set that, and then we'll get that heard and then we'll take it from there. But it doesn't mean that you're not gonna go back to mediation at this time. Because even in the 9 months that I've been on the bench, I've heard that before, and honestly, all of them have settled. And I think I even kept count. I have a count somewhere, but that's why I'm telling you that sometimes we think it won't and then it will because people just change or the situation changes, or depends if it's an adjuster, the adjuster changes. It just depends. So, but I'll go ahead and get that summary judgment motion set. We'll hear arguments on it. There'll be oral arguments, and then I'll render a decision. Usually I render a decision within 14 to 21 days after hearing the motion, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so since you already have that set, I won't give you another status conference. We'll just see you at your summary judgment motion hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, y'all may be excused.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Attorney Joe Hernandez.
Here, Your Honor, on cause number CL 182198. H, or I guess I now.
Okay,
This one came from the 8th County Court of Law number 8.
okay, that's number 8 on the court's docket, Teresa Cruz et al. Versus Baldina Vasquez. I have Attorney Graciela Orellana on the other side.
Good morning, Your Honor. Graciela Orellana for the plaintiff.
And what is the announcement?
Well, Your Honor, we're here on the status conference. And I'm sitting in for Frank Sabo, who's attorney of record, but he had a dentist appointment that he couldn't reschedule. So my understanding is the case has mediated. It did not settle, and that there are a couple of motions pending. One is a motion to exclude plaintiffs' experts, and the other one is to compel some written discovery responses from plaintiffs regarding their experts. And I think if we get those set, your predecessor in County Court 8 was going to set this motion to exclude experts for hearing. He was going to set aside a day. And then the case got transferred. So it's, I think it can get back on track by setting those two motions for a hearing when the court has the time. And depending on the outcome, either set it for trial or try another mediation.
Okay, so those motions that are pending, you're saying you'll need a whole day for that?
I believe so, Your Honor. Like I said, your predecessor set aside a whole day because we're going to be addressing, I think, at least a half a dozen experts that have been designated as testifying experts.
Okay, have you filed an order resetting hearing on those motions?
No, we wanted to touch base on this first, and then we can go ahead and file an order resetting.
Okay. Ms. Orellana, any response?
No, Your Honor, what counsel has said is correct.
Okay, go ahead and file your order resetting hearing. I'll see which is the soonest date I have that I can dedicate that much time to. And we'll get those set, and then we'll take it from there. Who
Thank
did
you.
you all mediate with?
That I don't know. Ms. Oriana, do you not have that info?
I don't know off the top of my head, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll just wait for your order resetting hearing and we'll go ahead and get those motions set. And depending after that, then we'll decide what the next step is. Now I'm going to put a tickler for those order resetting hearings to be submitted by Friday.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I believe that's everything for this morning.
Okay, Ms. Orellana, do you have another case?
I do, Your Honor. I have number 7 on your civil docket.
Okay, CO 172561-I, Alan Garcia Tovar versus Melissa Perales.
I believe John Schultz is the opposing counsel.
Okay, Mr. Schultz. All right, so what are your announcements?
This case is just waiting for trial. We previously mediated. This is a liability denial from the defense.
So everything's done.
Contested. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
February 9th at 9:30. And hopefully by then we'll know. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
May be excused.
Yes.
I have nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Have a
And
good day.
Likewise. Yes.
Your Honor, Joe Hernandez, may I be excused?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Carol Lynn Sanchez.
Hello, Your Honor. I am here with the Kenny Perez Law Firm. I am for number 2 on the docket in the marriage of Liliana P. Rodriguez Alejandro and Yorvis E. Medina Yanes.
Okay, that's F2985-20-9. Okay, and what is your announcement?
Correct, Your Honor. We actually had filed a motion to withdraw. So it's been about a year now that it's been filed. We've had several attempts at trying to contact our client as well as even the respondent. We've sent emails, we've sent letters, we've sent calls, and we still have gotten no answer.
Okay, and on your order setting hearing, did you also give a notice to the last address of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that was also should have been filed in with it.
Okay, then the court will grant your motion to withdraw. Is there an order on file?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you're saying that there's been no contact with anybody?
Correct, Your Honor. We were given 2 phone numbers, 2 emails, and their address. We've sent out notifications to all of them. We even sent out the motion to withdraw before this, and we've heard no response.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and set it on my next drop docket.
Okay.
All right, well then, do you have your order on file?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go ahead and ask for that to be forwarded.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
What would be the date for the next drop docket?
I don't know what, you don't, well, you're not gonna have to go, but you,
Oh,
you wanna let her know, okay.
Yep.
Ms. Rivera, when's the date for that next drop docket?
1 second, Your Honor. Judge, we can set it for November the 3rd. That way we have time to process the notice.
Okay, so it'll be November 3rd.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor. That's all I have in the court.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Jessica De Luna?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Luna, how are you doing?
Good morning. Ms. Williamson's also been on?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. F0981-15-9.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucy Williamson here for Mr. Cifuentes. He is the petitioner.
And Jessica De Luna, Your Honor, for Ms. Elda Valdez responded in this case. Your Honor, we did go to mediation. It did not settle. I believe that notice has been sent to the file by mediator Ms. Avelia Sines. Your Honor, in this case, we do have an issue that I need to see if we could get a setting for. I requested the record from your court reporter in regards to the travel to Mexico. There's a Miss Williamson believes differently than I do in regards to what we had agreed upon about the visitation or the visits to Mexico or going to Mexico.
Your Honor, and that's not even before the court today. There's no proper motion in it. The court already ruled on it. It was no agreement. The court kind of ruled on it and then it was made into an agreement.
Okay, first of all, I wasn't bringing it up. That's why I said we we're gonna need a hearing on it. So I obviously know it's not set for today. It wasn't heard on by the judge and it was not closed out. So that motion technically still carries, Your Honor. I'll be requesting, like I had just said, a setting on that hearing and we're waiting for the record to come in. It was an agreement. Ms. Williamson does not agree to the agreement that I thought we had or is on the record. That's why I requested that record from your court, Your Honor, and I'd asked for a setting on that, my emergency motion that's already been filed that was not heard that day. So I'd be asking for a hearing on that, hopefully by next week, Your Honor, hoping that your court reporter can get that to us.
Okay, so so as far as the status that you're giving to the court today is that you all didn't settle at mediation, correct?
Correct.
That's correct, Your Honor. We need a final hearing on this case. This is probably one of the oldest cases. It is the oldest case I have. And it's back from 2015. So if we could just have a final hearing.
Well, I'm gonna take it step by step for right now. I mean, I do want it off my docket, obviously, because it's old, but at the same time, I do need to deal with the issues that are before us. So did you file an order resetting hearing on that motion?
No, Your Honor, I did want to wait till I got the docket in, the record in, just because I didn't want y'all to set us before the record was in and have you duplicate, but I can go ahead and set that today. I mean, file that today so it can get set and hopefully by the time we get that record, we'll get that record in before the setting.
Okay, we'll go ahead and file your order resetting hearing. Ms. Rivera will confer with Ms. Flores to see how much time she's going to need in order to turn that into you, and we'll make sure to get it set after that transcript is submitted to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we have a DCC? I think we've agreed that this is not going to be a jury. It's going to be a bench trial. So
Okay.
I understand that it's, we will have this other hearing first, but if we can at least already have something set for a DCC, so this thing can at least look like we're going the right direction.
Okay.
And like Ms. Williamson said, it is set for a jury trial, Judge, but both of us are willing to abate that. So I don't necessarily know what we need to do to abate the jury trial part of it, but we are gonna be going for a bench trial, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, can you please give them a date for a DCC, please?
It'll be October the 12th, Your Honor, at 2:30.
And Your Honor, I apologize for being late. I didn't have the login today and I didn't know we were set this morning for status.
That's okay.
And that was 10/12/21 at 2:30, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Was that 2 or 2:30, Your Honor?
At 2:30.
2:30, okay.
And then we'll go ahead and set it for a bench trial at that time and give y'all a date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank
you
you.
very much. Your Honor, I do have number 12, but it's not till 11 and I do not see opposing counsel. So I'll just hold here.
Yes, we were going to check with you all if you were needing the hearing or had you all entered into an agreement?
Your Honor, I was just retained. I haven't even had a chance to talk to Mr. Ramos. So we don't have an agreement. I am going to try to reach him right now, Your Honor.
Okay, well, yes, Mr. Luna, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry about that. Thank you, guys.
That's okay. Okay, so since you were just retained, and then I think they were waiting for somebody to get retained so that we can order you all to mediation. I don't know if, did we send an order of referral on this yet?
Judge, if I recall correctly, this was the case that the order of referral to mediation was served with the extension of the TRO.
Okay.
And that's no problem, Your Honor. I can notify Mr. Ramos on this case, or we work well together, so I'll go ahead and try to set up something for mediation with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I misspoke. That was another TRO that Mr. Ramos had.
Yeah, it's not on this one. It was the one from last week. So now, Ms. Williamson, that you are on the case, we're going to have an order of referral sent out by the end of today.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you can just let Mr. Ramos know.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll let him know right now.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and I have nothing further before this court.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Castle and Mr. Flores, I'm ready for you all if you are.
Yeah, hello, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Flores is currently on another hearing in County Court 7. He'll be right back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, did anybody call in on number 1 on the court's docket?
Your Honor, on number 1, they filed a Rule 11 and an order resetting. They've been reset to November 3rd at 9:30.
Okay. Number 6?
I don't have anything for number 6. Neither do I, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead and set that on the drop docket. And that's it. Let me let Mr. Esquivel know that Ms. Vasquez got some. Mr. Esquivel, good morning, Mr. Esquivel.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Vasquez Garza already made an announcement on your case that they will be getting the settlement documents to you, that they just hit her desk. And so I went ahead and gave you all time to get all that exchanged. And so we reset it to October 27th at 9:30. But if you all have everything filed and the dismissal is on file, then I'll just go ahead and take you off the docket.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, we requested settlement documents in July, settlement documents in August, and again, last week, we're having difficulties with that from our end, Judge. I don't know what's going on from their end.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's what's going on.
yeah, well, she did say that they're on her desk now, so you should be getting them.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Sorry for running late. I was tied up in another court.
Oh, that's okay. We ran faster than usual.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, have a good day.
May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day, Judge.
Likewise. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute break and see if we get Mr. Castle and Mr. Flores back. We're now off the record. Okay, Mr. Gasso, Mr. Flores, are y'all ready?
I'm here, Judge. I was conferring with Mr. Flores, and then he indicated he needed to call me back.
Yeah, Judge, this is Christopher Castillo from Flores and Torres. Yeah, he is finishing up in County Court 7. They're already at the tail end of the hearing. They're just getting some dates. He should be here shortly.
Well, Mr. Castillo, this is the end of my docket and it's his motion. So he's the one that's asking for this to be heard right now. So either I need to know what we're going to do because I'm not going to be waiting. This is my last case for this morning.
I understand that, Your Honor. I know I wasn't privy to the conversation between Mr. Casso and Mr. Flores, so I do not know what was being discussed. So at this moment in time, all I can say is that he's just finishing up that hearing. Like he was talking to the judge already. Oh, you know what? He's walking in. Just give me one quick second.
Okay.
That's Mr. Flores calling me.
I apologize, Your Honor. I was in County Court number 7. I apologize.
No, I understand. Okay, so do you all need additional time to confer or do you want the motion to be heard by the court?
We're ready. We did make a proposal to Mr. Casso. I don't know if they had accepted it.
I do have feedback on that. If the judge can give us maybe 2 minutes, I can call Mr. Flores' cell phone.
Okay,
and
that's
see if we
fine.
can work this out without your intervention, Judge.
Okay, go ahead and I'll give you that opportunity. We're off the record. Just come on the screen as soon as you're finished with your conversation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge.
Okay. Okay, are we ready to go?
We are, Judge.
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, do y'all want to put this agreement in the record or are you putting it in the form of an order or how do you want to do it?
If Mr. Casso can recite the agreement, Your Honor, I think that, and then we'll put that into a formal order.
Okay, that's fine. Then let me recall F6075-19-9. The parties have indicated that they've entered into an agreement with the pending motion and that'll be submitted in the form of an order for the court's signature. Okay,
Do you wish to hear a recitation of that now or not?
and that's,
If we can, Your Honor, please.
yes, yes, you can just read the agreement into the record.
Okay, and.
Oh, I'm
they-
sorry. Hold on. I don't even know if I have my court reporter back yet. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, Ms. Flores. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Caso. She is on.
Okay, I'll do the best I can here. Respondent, I understand the vehicle in question is a 2014 Infiniti XQ80. That vehicle is, my further information is that vehicle is titled in the name of my client, Mr. Benton Beckwith. He agrees to provide a signed title to petitioner, allowing her to transfer that vehicle to a vehicle agency or whomever she wishes in connection with the purchase of a new vehicle, as long as it's applied to the purchase price of a new vehicle. And Mr. Beckwith, the respondent, further agrees to pay the amount of the monthly payment on a new vehicle or $500, whichever is less. Mr. Beckwith will continue to provide insurance, vehicle insurance on the vehicle as he's doing presently. And the new vehicle purchased by Mrs. Beckwith will be in her name, with her being responsible for that debt service exclusively. Subject to terms of this agreement.
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
Okay, the court will accept the agreement as read into the record, and I'll expect that it'll be set forth in further detail in an order that addresses those issues.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
so now going on to when do we see the light of finalization?
Assuming
Like
I'm
I
sorry.
told the judge previously, I anticipate having a sworn inventory to opposing counsel by the end of the month, give or take a few days, just depending on logistics. I am currently working on getting dates from a mediator that we have both agreed to use in this case, with the hope of getting a mediation date in mid to late October, in any event before the end of the month of October. So I would think if the judge wanted to set us for a status in early November, that we should have a substantial report to give about the status of the case, and that perhaps the case is settled.
Okay,
If I can, just because I don't know where my expert is at, as far as any other obligations the expert may have, and what the turnaround time would be once I receive it, assuming I get the other documents today, to finalize or amend her report, I would ask the court maybe to give us a status mid to late November, just to make sure that we've gotten everything tied up and complete.
okay. The next status I have around that time is December 1st. So that should give you all plenty of time to continue to work on the case. And if you happen to get everything you need sooner and you need a final hearing sooner that'll be agreed to, just let us know and we'll accommodate you. Other than that, I'm going to set you for a status on December 1st at 9:30.
Very well, Your Honor.
Judge, one question: if we do resolve the case and have a decree ready to go, will that be doable on December 1st, the date of the status, or do we need to get with your staff about a different date?
No, it'll be doable on that date. And if you need it sooner, I can give it to you sooner.
Perfect.
Very well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, best of luck to y'all.
You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, that concludes this morning's